Your non-speaking child is fully aware of everything you're saying. They understand and comprehend just like typical kids do. They just have motor disabilities and an extreme brain-body disconnect, so they can't get their body to do the thing that their mind tells it to do.
Hey special family, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm AutismMom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. Let's take a look at another fair use reaction video. Here's the video.
Good morning. My name is Chris, and I am a father to a 10-year-old non-speaking autistic girl. And this message goes out to all my other parents and loved ones of non-speakers. And I want to share with you some very important information that I wish somebody would have told me years ago. Your non-speaking child is fully aware of everything you're saying. They understand and comprehend just like typical kids do. They just have motor disabilities and an extreme brain-body disconnect, so they can't get their body to do the thing that their mind tells it to do. So when they don't respond to a command or an action we give them, it's not because they don't understand, it's because they can't get their body to do the thing that we ask it to do. Our non-speakers understand and comprehend everything. They just have rogue bodies they can't get their mind to control. So when we base their intelligence on the actions of their body, we're doing them a serious disservice. Just because someone's body is malfunctioned doesn't mean their mind is. And we spent years seeing all these bullshit professionals with all these great certificates and degrees, and not one of them told us that. It's almost like they made us believe our kids were dumb, so we relied on them for therapy sessions. Because when people find out what our non-speakers are fully capable of, those bullshit therapies that they charge thousands of dollars for and make billions of dollars off of will be useless. And a lot of these so-called professionals don't even know what your kid is truly capable of. Or they do, but they don't want to tell us because then their degree's worthless and we stop paying them billions of dollars. This shit is documented. There's books, movies, everything, showcasing all the abilities that our non-speakers have. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist, but I live this shit. And I got 0 degrees and no certificates, but I am a loving parent who has the ability to see when he was taken advantage of. And they use the love I have for my child against me to get my money. But please don't make the same mistakes I did. Do not underestimate your non-speaker. And please presume confidence when speaking to them. They deserve that respect, just like anybody else.
Powerful. You ask me, powerful. We often tend to think that our kids that don't speak don't understand what's going on. But I can tell them, turn off the light, go to your bed, put your shoes on, put your coat on, put on your backpack, and he can't say a word. But he'll have an argument with me on the tablet. If I say, no, there's no more salami, but I want salami. If I say, no, you already had crackers, no more, I want crackers. And he doesn't speak, but he knows everything that's going on. So do not underestimate your nonverbal child. Do not. Let's go to the comment section and see what the commenters had to say. First commenter says, it's convenient for the system, medical and education, to dismiss the intelligence of non-speaking people. Otherwise, they have to refrain their practices and dare to admit that they've been ignorant. Next commenter says, and parents need to ignore the cognitive assessment. If a child can't communicate, how can they possibly answer accurately? Those tests can't measure their intelligence if they can't reliably respond. The creator responded, perfect comment, and that's literally my next video idea, how motor is required in all cognitive tests. Next commenter says, when my daughter started speaking, I realized she remembered things from way earlier when she was nonverbal, and I thought she was in her own little bubble. She was not. She was listening to everything. Next commenter says, man, facts, my 4-year-old played me for a long time until I noticed she understood everything I was saying to her. Next commenter, my 5-year-old autistic granddaughter says very few words, but boy is she smart. And she can work the apps on her iPad like nobody's business. That's Ramsey right there. Can't say a word, but he'll have a whole argument with you on the app. Next commenter, we have been an experiment since day one. I raised my 27-year-old autistic son in a world that doesn't care about us, only their pocket. How disrespectful. I don't show my son in case we are being tracked by the government. I will not be tricked twice. Next commenter, as a RBT with an autistic son, anytime I have a nonverbal client, I'll tell their parents. They are aware of what you say. It's just hard for them to follow directions that are given, but at times they will follow or show some type of response that they understand. Yes, and it comes with time. There's so many times I had to do it again, and he would get frustrated, but now he understands. Next commenter, and just cause they aren't currently speaking doesn't mean they never will. My son was completely nonverbal until he was 6. He's now 7 and has quite a few phrases. When the words finally come, it's like a waterfall, and it'll be the most beautiful sound you've ever heard. He said, "Sweet dreams, love you," for the first time a few months ago, and I cried myself to sleep. I had waited so long to hear that. I hope a moment like that comes your way soon. You're doing a great job. And the creator responded, "Thank you so much, and I hope so too. But in reality, I realize that may never happen." That's me right there. That's why I'm so grateful for S2C and all it's allowed us to learn for now. And if she can ever talk, at least she can communicate. Bless your son, and that's so awesome. At least we both fortunate enough to know how blessed we are. Next commenter, I live it too. Autistic nonverbal. He's learning so much in school. I was the one discounting his intelligence at first, and I feel awful. That's my crossbear. He knows so much more than I've given him credit for. Next commenter, this, and this again. This is the main reason why I do not treat my boys differently from each other, right? I need him to also show others that he is very aware and very capable. He makes me so proud every day. I do my best to never limit him or hinder him, and I remind him every day that he is very capable and very smart. I might have to repeat myself sometimes depending on how I word things, but he definitely understands. So the last one is a little long one, but let's go for it. What therapies are you referring to? 100% agree with you for ABA and all non-neuroaffirming therapies that don't include caregivers' input and show caregivers how to support. I also agree there is systematic problems that put profits over true meaningful help. You are also correct in that evaluations do not effectively evaluate our non-speakers, and presuming competency is a must. However, I'm concerned the post as is so general that's new. Stressed out caregivers may not understand the nuisance of your point and remove necessary services to allow their child to thrive. Every child is different. A few therapy examples. Occupational therapy, especially sensory integration, is very necessary for many autistic with sensory processing disorder to be regulated, which allows them to be available to learn. Think about it. If you had an itchy sweater on, you need to take it off and put a comfortable shirt on before you challenge yourself to do something hard. OTs also help with motor planning, praxis, visual, spatial, auditory, and visual concern, things that hinder growth for many autistics. Speech has help with picky eating, figuring some kids are gestalt language, learning, and help with the use of AAC. Spellboards are a form of AAC. I noted a few speech specializations that not every speech therapist is qualified to help with, or in many cases even know about. Physical therapy helps me with things like improving core strength and gross motor skills, which are necessary for spellboards among other critical needs. They continue with music therapy has shown alternative ways to connect and communicate. Their floor time is an interdisciplinary approach which has helped with understanding developmental capacity, understanding and embracing individuals' needs, strengths, and weakness, how to use respectful, positive relationships to help them grow developmental, including regulation, engagement, communication, problem solving, abstract thinking, self-advocacy, etc. I appreciate your post and hope you might consider including some nuisances into these types of future posts for the sake of our non-speakers that are not yet capable to advocate on their own. So the creator responded, "No, you're 100% spot on and I agree with you. However, I'm not an educated man. I'm a construction worker dad who is literally only sharing his own personal experience, and it's got to be under 1.30 to qualify for a reel, so it has a chance in the algorithm. So I'm not trying to get into an advanced really, because that's more of a parent assessing individual needs. I'm not qualified to speak on. However, I am an ex-junkie con man who knows when he's being fed BS. So I just want to warn other parents that the standard course of action they tell you to do with your non-speaking kid is completely inaccurate. And I personally believe OT is more important for them than anything. They struggle with a brain-body disconnect. We focus too much on cognitive BS if you ask me. They smart enough." If you would like to follow this creator, this is his Instagram page and handle. Go ahead and give him a follow and let me know in the comment section below what you think about his video. Do you think our non-speakers don't understand what's going on? Or do you think they understand what's going on and we need to stop acting or treating them different or act like they don't know what's going on? Let me know in the comment section below and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.